Hello and welcome to Intuition 101. My name is Josette Leblanc, head mistress of Intuition Immersion School. Intuition 101 is the inaugural and foundational course of Intuition Immersion School, and I am so happy you're here. If you're here, you're interested in building and understanding your intuitive gifts. You also might be here because you want to understand how to use your intuitive gifts to make decisions and receive insights in relation to your soul's purpose or why you incarnated here on earth. And if you don't really connect to this idea, like the idea of purpose, or you're not sure what your purpose is, don't worry, we're going to explain that in Module 1. We all have intuitive gifts, and it's our birthright to use them. These abilities are as innate as our other 5 senses. We just haven't been taught how to use them. For centuries, especially women, we have been taught to silence our intuitive gifts to keep us safe, and it's time for that to change. If you're here, more than likely you're a light worker. What does that mean? To me, that means you're here to do work that brings light to the world, whatever that work is. And again, we're going to look at that in Module 1 in the 3rd lesson. And in order to do that work, you need to tap into your intuitive gifts. There's no way around it, because your intuitive gifts are going to help you understand what your soul came here to do. So the gifts we're going to be exploring are the clair gifts. So you're going to be hearing me talk about clair gifts. What does clair mean? Well, in French, and I'm a francophone by birth, clair means clear, right? So clear seeing, clear knowing, clear sensing, clear hearing, even clear smelling and clear tasting. So we're going to explore what those gifts are. And this is going to give you a lot more depth into the concept of intuition. And this topic is very dear to me because it wasn't until I understood my intuitive gifts that I really was able to step out in the world and do the work I was meant to do, that I'm meant to do, this work. This whole school is because I'm able to listen to my intuition. It hasn't been easy. It's been a lot of process of elimination, trying things, knowing that some things didn't work. It's not been an easy ride to get to where I am. But the truth is, whenever I listen to my intuition, I know that I'm on the right path, because the decisions at the end of the day that I make based on my intuition bring me so much more levity, joy, ease, and energy than decisions that I make based on, say, expectation, fear of judgment, things like that. Now, it does take time to get to this place. This course is the first step. So I'll tell you a little bit of story about how I got to this place, why I became so passionate about the idea of intuition. When I was an English teacher, or an English teacher and English teacher educator in South Korea, I was dealing with a lot of anxiety. I thought at the time I thought it was imposter syndrome. It was high, in any case, it was high self-doubt. So I was taking this yoga course, teacher training course, that I in order to help me deal with this anxiety, to get more understanding about how I could manage this anxiety. And after about 1.5 years of training, I was still in this place of anxiety. I would get on the yoga mat and constantly think about, what did I do wrong? What can I do better? I'm a fraud. All these things would go through my mind. And I approached my yoga teacher and I was sharing this, and she said, the reason you feel this way is because you don't trust yourself. Boom. This was all I needed to hear. And my mission from there was like, okay, how do I trust myself? And every time I asked myself that question, it always led me to intuition. Throughout the years, I have started to understand more and more what intuition is. At first, intuition was, I feel more expansive in my chest. It's a gut feeling. But the more I explored it and asked the questions, the more clarity I got into what intuition is. And this is why you have this course here. In the course, you're going to hear me explain every type of way that intuition can come through. And you'll hear stories from my clients throughout every lesson. This is important to me because it puts it in real life. And it's better, I think you'll find it way more interesting than if you Googled clairvoyance and you got that perspective, a textbook definition of clairvoyance. So I'm really excited to be able to share stories with you through this course as well. So again, I'm so excited that you're here. I can't wait for you to jump into the course. It's been a pleasure to create this for you. And if you enjoy the course, I would be so grateful if you could share this with your friends, colleagues, fellow lightworkers. And I'll share the link to that in the lesson. I do have a request that you don't share the downloadable files with your friends because we don't want to deal with copyright issues. Just share the link and then they can enjoy and join us in the adventure. All right, let's get started. Bye.